Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to teach you how going 0 RB could be the biggest mistake you'll ever make, and how going wide receiver early can absolutely destroy your fantasy football league this season. And I'm also going to give you a practical strategy on going running back early and which running backs to target. I'll give you guys a few early round running backs guaranteed to be league winners. So a very, very important episode here today as we're doing a nature walk. Now, if anything jumps out at me, a bear, a tiger, anything, any type of mountain lion here. We're actually in the jungle. There's no real mountains here, but you guys get the point. I'm out here in nature here, and I want to let you know that I'm putting myself at risk because I'm here for you to give you, the tropical environment here or whatever it is. Okay, so it's actually just it's more like a soccer field, but I'm at the side, but it looks Amazonish, doesn't it? Okay, so let's get to this strategy here. If you're new to the channel, smash it, tap it, slap it, hit the thumbs up. It's very important. It really helps the channel. Just smash the thumbs up and drop a comment below. Which running back do you like early? I'm going to be doing an episode tomorrow on running back beasts, so you don't want to miss that as well. And grab the 16-round draft. So I'm telling you guys, listen, this will put you light years ahead of the sheep. They won't even know what hit them, okay? I'm telling you, grab 16 rounds. You will be extremely happy. All right, so let's talk about why going wide receiver can absolutely destroy your league. All right, this is very, very important. You need to take some notes here. Last year, I'm going to pull up a screenshot here. Take a look at this. Look at the wide receivers. Now, this is a blurry screenshot I took from a mock draft I did last year, but you get the idea. Now, this was just a mock draft simulating players to avoid, even though I ended up drafting on the end there. It's two running backs that absolutely crushed it. But the point was I was focusing on players that suck, really. And as you can see here, Chris Olave, round 2. Nico Collins busted. Injury does count. If they don't perform well, injury does count, okay? So you see Nico Collins there. You see Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel completely overinflated and overdrafted last year, overvalued. I mean, these guys are coming off rounds 2 to 3. I told you to avoid them. That was clear and obvious for me as a guy who lives and breathes this stuff. Don't do it. First of all, don't go wide receiver early. Second of all, I was telling you, do not draft those guys early, right? You see Cooper Kupp there, early round 3. And I was telling you, do not draft Cooper Kupp. What a waste of a pick, right? We see Tyreek Hill round 1, and on and on and on. Now, if you look at the running backs that busted, okay, Breece Hall. He had some upside last year, but it happens, right? And then you had pretty much like CMC, and there was a couple other ones here and there that busted. But at the end of the day, man, the running back is the most scarce position. And last year, let that be an example. Let that be a staple that going wide receiver early can absolutely destroy your leagues. Because here's the deal, right? There's a ton of sleepers. And stay to the end, I'm going to give you guys some running backs I really like earlier on. There's some tons of sleepers, like a guy that's emerging right now. We're talking about Dante Thornton that you can get with literally your last pick. Now, his ADP is obviously going up. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you can go, there's tons of depth at wide receiver later, whereas running back, there isn't depth. Now, there is running backs that could go off. Trey Benson, I think, takes a step up this year. Tajay Spears been doing well in camp. There's, good situations. I'm giving you some sleepers here, but like Woody Marks, there's a path there for him. Guys like that, right? Tajay Brooks is another sleeper running back for you. This is why you guys got to watch my videos, because no one else is talking about this stuff, all right? So when you look at wide receiver, there's way more. There's wide receivers for days. I can get Calvin Ridley round 6. I can get Cortland Sutton round 4 to 5. I don't have to spend a first, second, or third round pick on a wide receiver. And I'm saying, well, Joe, Cortland Sutton, I'm not that excited about Cortland Sutton. Listen, I get it. But if you look at Cortland Sutton's production last year, 135 targets, and you compare that to T. Higgins, who's coming off round 2, round 3-ish, you're getting a 2-round discount on a guy who gets more volume and who's the wide receiver 1 on his team. So point I'm trying to make is, as you can see, there's clear proof that wide receiver early is a mistake for the reasons I stated. We saw last year, these wide receivers bust. There's no guarantees that they're going to do well. Like Puka Nacua round 1 and who is it? Adams round 3. Are you crazy? Who's the one? I'm going to probably say that it is going to be Adams. Adams has never taken a backseat to anybody. All right? Puka Nacua, he's had a share of injuries. He's basically submitted and said, hey, he didn't say it word for word, but he pretty much acted like it by giving him his jersey. He pretty much said, hey man, you can have the wide receiver 1 spot here. That's not the alpha mentality, right? the injuries, the early draft capital, I'm fading Puka. And there's other wide receiver busts that I don't trust that are coming off way too early. It's ludicrous. And I don't want you guys making that mistake of drafting a wide receiver early and them busting. You don't want that, okay? That could be catastrophic to your team. And these crickets or whatever are making a lot of noise here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So let's get to some running backs I like early. And here's the deal, right? I'm going to do a running back monster or beast episode tomorrow. There's tons of great talent early. Kyron Williams, Chase Brown's in a good situation. Amarian Hampton, to name a few, right? RJ Harvey, if you want to go 4th, 5th round. Travion Henderson is tearing up camp. You want to get some of these running backs early because I'm telling you, man, it gets thin and trimmed super fast. You don't want David Montgomery and James Conner to be your RB1. That's how you destroy your fantasy team. That is how you lose when you got guys that are over the hill or in question mark situations being your workhorse alphas. That is not how you win your leagues. You win your leagues by getting alphas early on, those workhorse running backs. But I'm telling you right now, man, some of these wide receivers early are going to bust, and you don't want that. And I hear all this hero RB. No, forget hero RB. Load up on RB. Don't be shy because this is the most scarce position, and you will be left without a running back the entire season if you do not act and take these running backs early. So that's the strategy for this year. Top heavy running back. There's wide receivers for days. If you want the full strategy, you grab a 16-round draft session. I just uploaded the August mock draft, so all of the answers are there. But I'm telling you, man, these sheep, they just want you to lose your league, suggesting early round wide receivers. That's catastrophic to your team. If you want to win your leagues, guys, get 16 rounds, load up on running backs early. And again, I just proved it to you. Look at all those busts with wide receivers, right? There's so much uncertainty. Like, they don't know who the wide receiver one is, so they just put them for you in the early rounds. Why would you do that? Why would you ruin your team with uncertainty? Like, again, DJ Moore coming off early this year. You know how much targets they have there? They drafted Loveland. They drafted Luther Burden, right? Why would I draft DJ Moore? Like, it's crazy. Ladd McConkey round 2. Why would I do that? They just added Keenan Allen. They added Trey Harris. Totally different situation than last year. Whereas Ladd McConkey was the one because no one else was there. They added Omarion Hampton. They're going to run the ball more. Ladd McConkey's not worth a round 2. So you got to start seeing this stuff if you guys want to win your league, all right? If you're new to the channel, smash the tap and slap it and grab the 16-round draft solution. It'll put you guys light years ahead of the sheep. And, of course, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. We're talking fantasy football draft strategy here, and robust RB is the way to go. I'm telling you, load up on those running backs, take them off the board. Let the sheep suffer. Let them not, get the best players. That's how you win. Have a great day, guys. Enjoying some nature here. Fantasy football is back. See you in the next video.